last edition of Sunday News Watch for the year 2021. This special Sunday package comes with a pullout featuring people and events at half past the hour with Moreni Keji Shobaloju. I am your anchor, Okpayemi Adewumi. Moreni Keji, how are you doing today?
How you doing, Okpayemi? Thank you so very much for being part of the show today. It's the People and Events Christmas edition. Today is the Boxing Day. I'm set to treat you with box of Owambe vibes. Join us again. My name is Moreni Keji Shobaloju. I'll be right back.
Boxing Day is not literally a fight day, but a special day to remember those in need and send love their ways in terms of gifts. Now the stories. Every 26th of December, a day after the much celebrated Christmas, is set aside for exchange of gifts among loved ones in the spirit of the season. In this special report, our reporter Margaret Okulola takes a look at the significance of the day to peaceful coexistence of individuals in the society. Our report is presented in this package.
As a very essential day meant to demonstrate love through the act of giving, December 26, known as Boxing Day. But the day before it, 25th of December, and the festive season overshadowed the essence of the day, which is exchanging gifts.
After Christmas, they are supposed to be gifts to needies. Then from that, we pack the gift as a box just to give them, not to expose the gift. So it will be, in the olden days, they put it in a box, something box-like, and you give it to the needy. So your right hand will not know what your left hand gives.
According to respondents, much importance is not attributed to the day, but if paid attention to, can help in fostering peaceful coexistence in the society.
We want to show the love of God. We should also express it in giving, because He gave, for the Lord so loved the world that He gave. So I believe that why people are not actually taking it so seriously is that the giving has been taken over, have been going on even before the Christmas itself. People have been giving right from the time that will come to the middle of December. People have been giving,
irrespective of religion or cultural backgrounds. So we mix, we share the joy, we eat together, we exchange views, and we are happy.
They advised that the act of giving is a focal point which should not be ignored during the festive season, as it does not only aid relationship among adults, but it strengthens the synergy in the family, as well as gives everyone a sense of belonging in the society. Margaret Okulola, Ogtv News.
In commemoration of Boxing Day, fun seekers across Abeokuta metropolis gathered at various recreation centers with families and friends to celebrate the holiday. Ogun State Television news crew visited some of these fun places to capture this memorable moment. Ronke Adeyemi has the details.
Boxing Day is a holiday celebrated after the Christmas Day. Although this originated as a day to exchange gifts and remember the poor, Boxing Day has since become just another day spent away from work. As another holiday in the festive week of December, Boxing Day is one of the best times to visit places of interest, recreate, take out time to observe some rest, while participating in fun activities that create a special time for bonding with family and friends. For this year's celebration, Ogun State Television crew visited fun spots around the state capital of Abeokuta, where respondents showed their excitement at visiting these places.
My first time of coming to Abeokuta, and came from Ibadan to come and experience, at least I've been hearing about it, but this is my first time, and it was great. I really love the creature, everything that is there. At least I came with my families, my children and everything, and we all enjoy it.
Yeah, it's fun, you know. At times after working, you need to relax. So it's not about work all the time. You just have to relax, flex around.
I have to thank my God. In fact, a lot of blessings. And even though, you know, what we are into now in Nigeria, but one should always thank his God, at least for good health.
It's fun having been here with my friends, and my colleagues also came with a friend. I think altogether about 15 that came all the way from Lagos. So it's
Merry Christmas to everyone. I feel great coming here. Merry Christmas and happy Boxing Day.
It is in the spirit of the Utah season that everyone finds peace and happiness in celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Aderonke Adeyemi, Ogtv News.
After 40 years of providing professional broadcasting to its team of viewers, the management board and staff of the award-winning People's Tele, Ogun State Television, rolled out drums to celebrate the station's various achievements. This time, it is the Thanksgiving service which climaxed the week-long events held at Victory Life Bible Church at Abeokuta. Margaret Ogulola again has the details.
Victory Life Bible Church at Jebo Road played host to the management board and staff of the Ogun State Television for a Thanksgiving service, not a regular service, as they draw the curtain of the 40th year celebration of the station, expressing appreciation to God for his guidance in the past 4 decades. The lead pastor, Victory Life Bible Church, Apostle Lawrence Achudume, extols the strides of Ogun State Television, also urging for its sustenance and continuous effectiveness.
Now you're in another time and a season which must become more innovative. The dream of the founding fathers then is different from what the dream should be now. The baton has been passed on to this generation. We mustn't fail the founding fathers' dream. More innovativeness, capable hands, more funding, and then that, you see, with more equipment and facilities to make the project to function where they'll be more fulfilling, more satisfying.
It's time for Thanksgiving by the People's Tele, with the former general manager, Engineer Kendi Eleshi, leading the way alongside management and staff of the station. The former general manager, Engineer Kendi Eleshi, said the station's impact is indescribable as it professionally extends its tentacles home and abroad. The service was wrapped up with cutting of cake presented by the wife of the lead pastor, Reverend Fola Achudume. Margaret Okunola, Ogtv News.
Once again, congratulations to Ogtv at 40. Muslims have been urged to leave a footprint of good virtues in their field of endeavor, as well as participate in the political process that will entrench leaders that will bring further social economic development to the society. The Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Noimod Salako Yedili, gave this admonition at the formal opening of Islamic Vacation course of the Muslim Society of Nigeria, Zone B. Tunde Olaniro has the reports.
The Muslim Society of Nigeria was set up to coordinate the activities of students across the country to further impact in them the dictates of the Quran and the tenets of Islam. The theme of the Islamic Vacation course is "How Could This Be?" The special guest of honor is the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Noimod Salako Yedele, who challenged Muslims to be in support and lend their voices to any course of action that brings development to the nation.
We must not at any time adopt a defeatist attitude, and we must also not think that we have to be pugilistic or confrontational to achieve all that we want to do. We must find a way to build a consensus, but make sure that in any place that we find ourselves, our voice is heard.
She advocated for the involvement of children by teaching them the tenets of Islam.
My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, another election cycle is coming. You don't have to go for elective office to be relevant in politics. But please, let us all play our part. Let us go out there, let us lend our voice to candidates, let us support candidates who work for us.
The governor of Osun State, Gboyega Oyetola, who was represented by his special advisor on education, Alhaji Jamiu Olaomi, said there is need for the propagation of good virtue that will promote tolerance and peaceful coexistence.
For my country, I shall always strive to make Muslims and humanity proud of my stewardship. As a leader, I'm conscious of my responsibilities and I will discharge them honorably and responsible to the care of Almighty Allah. I therefore insist for your prayers and advice from time to time.
The guest lecturer and the registrar of the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, who was represented by Dr. Abdul Wahab Oyedokun, noted that there is the need for Muslims to give priority to education. Tunde Olaniro, Ogtv News.
Dignitaries across Ogun State have paid glowing tributes to Elder Michael Olubumido, the outgone State Accountant General, at the retirement Thanksgiving service held at the Christ Apostolic Church headquarters, Isalake, Abeokuta. The Deputy Governor of the state, Engineer Noimot Salakoye-Dele, the Speaker, Ogun State House of Assembly, and other state government functionaries described the celebrant as a man who has paid his dues in service to humanity. Margaret Okunlola again has the details.
Whatsoever has a beginning must also have an end. So it was for Elder Michael Olubumi Idowu, the outgone Accountant General in Ogun State, who bowed out of the state civil service. The event had in attendance the state's Deputy Governor, Engineer Noimot Salakoye-Dele, royal fathers, and other state dignitaries, including family and friends.
He is a pride to all of us, one of the most effective civil servants that I've actually worked with. He's extremely knowledgeable about treasury function of the state government. He delivered more than I expected. He's an epitome of the AG's office. His patience, his accommodation, his dexterity is legendary.
I believe that many civil servants will learn from his own case so that everybody will be more committed, more dedicated.
Very sincere, cool-headed, hard-working.
God helped him in managing the affairs of his home and the secular job.
To the man who got employed as a clerical officer in the state civil service and rose to the peak of his career as the State Accountant General, Elder Michael Olubumi Idowu, it could only be God.
35 years is not a small journey, but it is God that can help one for the journey to skate through smoothly. And I thank God that God stands by me.
Earlier gathered at Christ Apostolic Church headquarters, Isalake, Abeokuta, for the retirement Thanksgiving service, where the preacher urged the celebrant to use his time judiciously after retirement. Lessons were read from the Holy Bible by dignitaries present, including the Speaker, Ogun State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo, among others. Margaret Okunlola, Ogtv News.
Congratulations to Elder Olubumido on his retirement. Love, sacrifice, understanding, and mutual respect are the essential ingredients of any marital union, which are found in any successful home. Pastor Wole Oyenekun made this known while speaking as the chairman of the reception party of the wedding ceremony between Oluwayemisi Ayinke Adegboye and Adeloye Joseph Adegboye held at Ontech Event Center, Abiolawe, Abeokuta. Matthew Shoumi completes the reports.
Though they have been coupled for more than 15 years with 4 children, the hand of God in their affairs, which has kept them together against all odds and taking them through different phases before relocating to United States of America, are the reasons why Oluwayemisi Ayinke Adegboye and Adeloye Joseph Adegboye have decided to bring family members, friends from the U.S. and well-wishers together to witness their formal joining. Pastor Wole Yunekon was chosen to serve as the chairman of the reception and advised the couple to see their wedding as the beginning of greater things to come, as he admonished them to maintain those things that have kept them together for 15 years. Some of their friends who traveled down from the United States of America to witness the marriage ceremony described the two as a perfect match for each other.
I happen to be a friend of the husband, and he's such a perfect gentleman. They really make up to each other. The wife is as well a godly woman with beautiful children.
It's so good. I know I've been knowing the couple for a while, and they have been we are family friends. You know, we've been together, we've known each other for a while. So it's worth it to come all the way from US to witness this occasion.
The parents of the couple expressed their joy to finally witness the formal joining together of the two lovers.
I believe I can witness what I'm witnessing today, but let's give all glory to God. God has done us very well, especially in Adibo's family, and we are happy for that.
The couple gave thanks to God, who has been with them all along, and for making the day, which they had looked forward to for 15 years, possible.
We thank God for everything, because God promotes us from one level to another. We take up for Nigeria to another level.
Earlier, they were joined together in a traditional way in the presence of the two families at the residence of the bride's father in Shoyoyi area of Abeokuta. Matthew Showme, Ogtv News.
Away from that and moving on to political issues, the best constitution is that which takes input from the people and allow them make necessary contributions from time to time towards having a constitution that will serve the purpose of national development. The trail of a social commentator, Alaji Ola Animashan, public affairs analyst, engineer Paul Uni, and legal practitioner Abib White made the submission while discussing Electoral Act Amendment Bill on an Ogtv political discussion program, Democratic Parts.
Voting is voting. Me and you, we have one vote. By the time you now say 4 of us, we have one vote because we will send only Shodeke to go and vote for us, even though we didn't vote for him to go and represent us. Before going to cast, we can go by the e-way. The world is advancing. Even our laws are even being casted there means like this. As well as this, you can read the whole laws of Nigeria on your phone. Exactly. You can. You can say the penal, we can do everything. So we need to just do the right thing by allowing that to just fly. But we will get there. It's a matter of time. By the time we work on this bill, it goes on, it works out, we go to the next level. We are attaining perfection, even though we cannot get to the point of perfection. But I know for now we are in a civil rule. At least we've done away with the military guards. Sorry to Paul Oni.
They asked for a second look to be taken at the Electoral Amendment Bill to consider the provisions that will serve the need of the nation and avoid throwing the baby away with the bathwater. No fewer than 21 people died of coronavirus on December 25, Christmas Day, according to the Nigerian Center for Disease Control. NCDC made this known in its daily update released early Sunday. Data from NCDC also showed that a total COVID-19 deaths in the country has risen to 3,014. The center also announced 1,305 new cases of COVID-19 on Saturday, with Lagos having 705 fresh cases. The new infections bring the total number of COVID-19 cases recorded in Nigeria to 236,014. To date, 236,014 cases have been confirmed, 212,357 cases have been discharged, and 3,014 deaths have been recorded in 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The 1,305 new cases are reported from 14 states: Lagos 705, Oyo 234, Ondo 88, Kaduna 79, Rivers 78, Ogun 30, Anambra 25, Kano 24, Enugu 12, Ekiti 11, Jigawa 6, Osun 6, Plateau 6, and Zamfara 1. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has said that it confiscated hard drugs worth 60 billion naira in the last 2 months as part of the nationwide campaign to stem the tide of the sale and consumption of illicit substances. The chairman of NDLEA, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, disclosed this on Sunday in Ofa, Kwara State, at the third colloquium of Galaxy Click Ofa. Speaking on the topic, hard drug abuse and insecurity, Marwa said that 99% of crimes committed in the country were under the influence of hard drugs. Marwa, who was represented by Mr. Kayode Babayeju, Kwara State Commander of NDLEA, identified insecurity as a threat to a country and traced one of the root causes as drug abuse that has become prevalent in the society. He noted that criminals terrorizing various communities are resident among the populace and urged the people not to shoot them. President Muhammadu Buhari on Sunday condoled with his South African counterpart Cyril Ramaphosa, as well as South Africans, on the demise of Nobel laureate Desmond Tutu. According to a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, President Muhammadu Buhari condoles with President Cyril Ramaphosa, South Africans and the global Christian body, particularly Anglican Communion, over the passing of Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu, 90, on Sunday, December 26, 2021. The statement adds that President Buhari believes the death of the iconic teacher, human rights activist, leaders of thought, scholar and philanthropist further creates a void in a world in their need of wisdom, integrity, courage, and sound reasoning, which were qualities that the Nobel Peace Prize winner, 1984, exemplified in words and action. As a South African global citizen and renowned world leader, Buhari affirmed that the historic role Tutu played in the fight against apartheid during physical assaults, jail terms, and prolonged exile took him beyond the pulpit to global political relevance, and his position under President Nelson Mandela in heading the Truth and Reconciliation Commission provided healing and direction for his country and the world. Similarly, Ogun State Governor Prince Dr. Abeokuta has expressed grief over the death of South African anti-apartheid hero and Black nations icon Archbishop Desmond Tutu. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa on Sunday morning announced the passing of Bishop Tutu at the age of 90. Governor Abeokuta, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Kunle Shomori, said he was shocked by the death of the anti-apartheid hero who stood stoutly against the imperialism and segregation. He further eulogized him for being a loud voice against suppression of Black South Africans throughout the apartheid era in his country. Abeokuta will praise the former Anglican Archbishop for giving support and playing pivotal role in ensuring South Africans regained self-rule, said the Black nation would miss him, especially his altruistic disposition and wise counsel. Desmond Tutu's legacy is moral strength, moral courage, and clarity. He felt with the people in public and alone. He cried because he felt people's pain, and he laughed, not just laughed, he cackled with delight when he shared their joy. Though he was a South African, he defended the cause of African and Blacks in diaspora. He preached peace and lived peace and shared the words of peace, even when apartheid was raging in his country of birth. Late Tutu urged his countrymen and other fighters against white imperialism to use peace as a vehicle to champion their cause. In fact, his stance against xenophobia in his country cannot be forgotten. It will not only be missed by South Africa, but the whole of Africa. Rest well, icon of anti-apartheid and defender of the Black nation, Abeokuta was quoted to have said in the statement. He, however, commiserated with the government, the people of South Africa, the Anglican Church, and African continent over the passing of Archbishop Tutu, whom he described as one of Africa's finest religion leaders. And in the world of sport, what number 14, Dennis Shapovalov, has tested positive for COVID-19 after arriving in Sydney, he said Sunday. Highlighting the virus threat to the Australian Open, the 22-year-old was among the first players to enter Australia ahead of ATP Cup Teams event from January 1, where he was supposed to be playing for Canada. and with the fourth Grand Slam of the year 3 weeks ago. Shapovalov played Rafael Nadal in Abu Dhabi, with the Spanish superstar later also testing positive for COVID, throwing his plans for the Australian Open into chaos. Remo Stars have continued their good start to the season as the Nigerian Professional Football League saw match day 2 on the Boxing Day. The Benga Ogunbote Tutot side made it 2 wins from 2 with a convincing 3-0 victory over visiting Atlant of Owerri. In Edungu, Rangers fell 0-1 at home to Enyimba as Dakada FC made perfect the miserable start of MFM with a 2-0 scoreline. Abia Warriors pepped visiting Sunshine Stars 1-0 in Umaya as Lobby Stars held their host Kano Pillars to goalless draw in Kano. Nasarawa United and Gombe United ended their tie 1-1 in Lafia. In Jos, Plateau United pipped Kwara United with a solitary goal, while Rivers United disunited Katsina United 3-0 in Port Harcourt. In other matches, 3SC forced visiting Aqua United to a 1-1 draw in Ibadan as Wiki Tourist had a narrow 1-0 victory over Niger Tornadoes in Bauchi. It is now